Hi guys, Kate Marshall here from Inked Paper Art. This is the preview video for Tuesday's, the last Tuesday in July's live sale. And what we're going to do is a quick little preview video showing some of the items that will be offered for sale on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on my YouTube channel called Inked Paper Art. There's some treasures inside of there. And so I just do a quick little preview video and then we'll show and sell the items on Tuesday. These cute little tins up here are sweets tins from France. They have gorgeous advertising on the front and the bottom. They're green and red. They're amazing. I love them. I love these for storage in the craft room. So there's two of those. Then we have this gorgeous wooden chest. This is a clockmaker or watchmaker's chest, and it has all of its little labels right there. And each one of the drawers is divided. And the dividers in the drawers change. So you have everything from large dividers to small dividers. We haven't seen the smallest yet. Still haven't seen the smallest. Oops. This little thing is wobbling around because I have so many heavy ledgers in the center of the table over there. But anyway, so this chest will be available. I think it'd be awesome in the craft room. Then we have these large leather-bound books, and they are large. They're several inches thick. Let me spin this around so that we can look at it. And inside there are hundreds and hundreds of pages of gorgeous French handwriting. Gorgeous French handwriting. And you'll notice some of the paper is the prettiest shade of blue-green, like right there, you can kind of see blue-green paper. Blue-green paper that I have ever seen. Some white, some blue-green, all through the books. So these are going to be up available for sale. These documents, and this is rag paper. This is such beautiful, beautiful writing on rag paper. These books will be available for sale. Awesome. We also have this little one, this little guy. Again, he's little, but compared to the big one, he's little, right? And so inside of him, like, look at this. It's gorgeous. And so inside, again, all full of handwriting. I collect and love antique handwritten documents, as many of you guys do. So he's available Tuesday night, guys. Going to be a good one. Then we've got this. This is one of the copy of letters books. So inside it has a complete book of onion skin. So if I can get one of the onion skins, this is onion skin. Very, very crinkly, thin, see-through. You can Mod Podge it down. You can copy it onto things. It's amazing. Then we have an assortment of ledgers. This happens every time I try to do a preview. There's never enough space to open these books up. So an assortment of ledgers. And so I'll try to show you here. This one is just full of amazing handwriting and lots of numbers. So if you like numbers, that's a good one. Got another ledger down here. Try to film it where it's at. Beautiful marble paper. This one, it has headers at the top of it. Sorry about my filming skills. Beautiful, beautiful. Lots of blank pages in this guy. I don't know if he's completely blank, but he was there. And then down here, we have this book. This little book is full of handwritten, it's printed, but it's handwritten letters. And so as we go through, you'll see that the handwriting style changes. So this is a good one for us, and plus it's out of copyright. So we could take these letters and we could scan them, make digitals, whatever we wanted to do with that. So that's cool. Then we have an agenda. You guys know what those look like. They're like basically little ledgers. We have some Spanish documents here. These are Spanish from Spain, and they are all gorgeous handwritten documents from the 1800s. They have beautiful stamps on them. Beautifully handwritten. There is a big pile of documents here. We've had these before, but these ones are extra nice. So you guys know I love handwriting. So those would be good. Okay, let's look at this guy. This guy is a super old ledger. very, very old. Inside of him, he has beautiful rag paper. I don't know what he's dated right off the top of my head, 1812? Yeah, 1812. Very, very old. Very beautiful paper. It's from a winery, a winemaker. Gorgeous ledger. And all on the most lovely rag paper you're ever gonna find. There's that guy. I love his cover. His cover is so scruffy, but I love it. Okay, then we've got this big old book, super large there. And inside of it, ooh, did you hear that? That's its spine cracking. It hasn't been opened in a very long time. Inside of it, it's blue paper, robin's egg blue paper, and they're handwritten documents, ledgers, a little bit of everything there. Beautifully, beautifully done. We love this color of blue, this robin's egg blue. Okay, so there's a whole ledger of robin's egg blue right there. Then this one is one of my favorites. It's a school grade ledger. And so inside of it, you'll notice across the top, there's all the lists for the students' names and then their marks over here. And so as we go through, you'll see lots of blank pages and then some, like it has tabs. And so at the beginning of all of the tabs, there's usually a couple of pages that have handwriting on them. Not finding any right at the moment, but they're in there somewhere. That always happens during lives, right? So there's a list of students' names and their grades. This one is a big ledger. Lots and lots of ledgers. You guys know ledgers are kind of my thing, so we have a ton of them. This one has lots of handwriting. Big book full of handwriting. Beautiful pages. There's that ledger. And then if I can slide that one off, we got a little petite ledger. Compared to the other ones, he's kind of petite. And he looks like this inside. I loved him for his messiness. There's times where you want super fine French handwriting, and then there's times where you want this. This is crazy good. Okay, then the next one. Ooh, some little ephemera in there, some blotters in there. And this is what this one looks like. Beautiful. And I think this one is full. It's just completely full of all this gorgeousness. And if I slide him off, we go to this one. This one is another landscape format one, so it opens this way. And this one has, like the other one did, lots and lots of numbers in him. I'll kind of zoom in close there. Just columns and columns of numbers. So for you Tim Holtzy, industrial, steampunky people, it's nice to have ledgers that have different kind of formatting done in them. You don't want all of your ledgers to be the same or all of your ledger pages to be the same. This one looks like another landscape format one. Let's see if it's any different inside. Opening it upside down. Filming these lives so fun. Okay, so this one is another one full of numbers, basically numbers. This one does have more handwriting in it, but lots of that, and it's landscape format also. That's great. Then we have another ledger. Look at that label. So pretty. And this ledger, what's it all about? Ooh, it's all about full of beautiful French handwriting. Look at that French handwriting. Gorgeous. Big full ledger. And then last but not least on this side, we have this guy with his green spine, green suede spine. He's got marble paper inside, and he looks like that inside. Gorgeous. Lots of pages there. Full of handwriting. Okay, that was that stack of ledgers. Next, we're coming up to the 3 nicest ledgers I have ever had. There are 3 of them. They all have these gorgeous brass plates on the front of them. But before we get to those, let's look at some of the smalls. So for smalls, we have some slides. There's a bunch of these slides. I only pulled out one tray to show you guys. But these are glass specimens that you would look at under a microscope. I love their little labels. So we have a bunch of these to go through. Then we have some of these. These I'll show you on this white paper or this white box. The white box, I guess, will work. These are photograph slides, right? And these ones are all from Europe, if I remember correctly. They're beautiful. I think you can use these in your artwork. You could also scan and copy them. You could use them for home decor. I think they are so cool. Lots of interesting subjects in them. So there is a big stack of those, lots and lots of those to go through. And then in this box, I kind of saved this for a little bit. There is, ta-da! You guys are like, I don't see anything. Just tons and tons and tons, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of original. So these are all original old German scrap. And so I'll kind of show you a little bit of them. Some of them are in little baggies, like glassine baggies. These are all birds in here, different birds. Some of them are divided and kept like that. There's also full original sheets of the German scrap, the original way that they came. These are the original sheets from the 1800s, Victorian times German scrap. These are original sheets of them, the way that you would buy them back then. And then I can't really pull out a bunch of these, but when I say there's hundreds of Victorian originals, and it's really important that you look at Victorian originals, because the company is still in business today. And you guys, if you've been with me for a while on my channel, you know that I sell the German scrap that they still make today. And then they've been making it ever since Victorian times. So sometimes you'll see Victorian scrap advertised and it is from 1920 or it's from 1940. These are actually from the 1800s. And there is a whole entire box full of every different size and kind and shape. So we'll go through those more on Tuesday during the live. Then there's a couple little needlework books. I love to collect these. I think they're so cute. So inside of this one, there's just different crochet patterns. This one is different, cross-stitching patterns, alphabets. You can't open it up, it's stuck. There we go. So there's a couple little needlework books. I love those, so those are there. Then we get to my favorite ledgers. These ledgers have brass ends on the spines. They have brass corners. They have brass plates, and it's not just a regular oval, like it's super, super detailed. Inside of these, they have gorgeous bookmakers labels, marbled paper, so pretty. And then each one of them is completely chock full. Look at that handwriting. That handwriting is some of the nicest French handwriting I have ever seen. Very, very big book, hard to hold in one hand. But this one is completely full of handwriting, as is the one that is down there underneath of it, which is almost identical. And then up here, let me pick up whatever fell. Sorry about that. Okay, so down here we have, things are falling everywhere. We have some typography samples. So these are typography samples. There's 2 different sets of typography per form. So I think these are super good for us to scan, make into ephemera, digitals, etc. So there's a bunch of those. This is the 3rd one of the fancy ledgers down here. We have an assortment. There's a bunch more of the ID booklets. There is one of these photography tools. This was how you set your camera settings back in Victorian times. So there's that. We have perfume labels. There is a ton of the perfume labels. I just pulled out a little section to show you guys. If we look inside of this ledger, this one here, look at this bookmaker's label. So pretty. And then in there, gorgeous handwriting. And last but not least, there's a couple more ledgers. Then there's all these stamps. These are stamps that you ink up and stamp onto paper. And you can see that I kind of stamped out some of them. So there's various different words, sayings, addresses, there's numbers, all different kinds of things. So we will look at those on Tuesday. There's a collection of antique buttons And of course, there's French tickets. So that's kind of an overview. There is a lot more that I couldn't get out on the table to show you, but that's kind of an overview for what will be sold on Tuesday. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel called Inked Paper Art. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoy these preview videos. If you enjoyed it, leave me a comment and a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.